Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Jaguars are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Colts team that will need to deal with them all game.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Now Wilson to throw again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And down he'll go at the 25. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And some room to maneuver. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Come on, let's go. 40, 45.
Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Harris, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wilson on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On second down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hassan Ridgeway breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here,
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down following the run. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Parkey not able to convert. This is no good. Wide to the left. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Yeldon. Able to push his way through. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Now Wilson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his throw is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll toss it to Yeldon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Jacksonville, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! What? Flex round! Flex round!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Peterson. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Fresh set of downs here.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Everyone got 4 down. Come on!
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Robert Nkemdiche. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now T.J. Yeldon gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Strong right. Strong right.
Here's Wilson to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go. Grind 38.
In motion left goes a tight end. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch 28. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Brand 38.
He'll look to throw. Peterson a first down and more. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
53's the mic. 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Second and 10 now, Wilson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Robert Nkemdiche in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Peterson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he'd better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And now out come the Jags. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Wilson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. And a give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.